So just how important can keeping sketchbooks actually be? Is sketching random ideas and weird concepts such a really crucial part of becoming a better artist? And have I personally forgotten some basic fundamentals of drawing? Well, let me tell you what happened to me and how I plan on fixing it. And if you didn't come here to listen to me ramble on, there's a timestamp right there. You can skip ahead to where we're going to start today's drawing. Otherwise, let's get into it. These are my sketchbooks, and they go all the way back to high school. And they are one of the best ways I know how to document my artistic growth, and maybe sometimes questionable choices that may have made throughout the years while chasing my art career. Some of these pages are filled with failed ideas, bad concepts, and whatever this thing is. All the things that artists face while they're trying to develop their skills. But a few pages contain drawings that would completely change the direction that my artwork would take. Those are the moments that are so important for every developing or professional artist alike. And that all sounds great, right? However, my last sketchbook ends on the year 2011. Did I get lazy? Maybe I've grown past the need to keep a sketchbook. Or perhaps I lost focus and then this happened. Yeah, let's talk about that, shall we? But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. Let's grab ourselves our sketchbook and start a new page as I explain to you what went wrong. The short answer to why I stopped keeping a sketchbook is that time became limited and I focused primarily on producing paintings for commissions that could bring in money. But the reality is more complex, and if I'm being honest, I became hyper-focused on becoming a new father. Twice. Once with my beautiful daughter in 2011, and again with my son in 2012. The following years, I found myself becoming more of a full-time dad all week and working on the bars and the weekends to fill those financial gaps. The only time I had to paint was late into the night while my whole family was asleep. It was a lot of hard work, and some of my best paintings came out from those scattered drawings I showed you. I started thinking, maybe I don't have to keep a sketchbook anymore. Instead, I would just knock out some quick thumbnails, pick the best one, and dive right into developing the painting. Although it's probably more accurate to say I didn't want to take on the extra projects, and especially if I deemed them unnecessary. And my art most likely suffered because of my pure laziness. Don't get me wrong, I would never give up the time I spent with my children and nephew during those years, not for all the money in the world. But if I could go back and kick my own butt, I would turn off the TV, pick up a sketchbook whenever I had 5 minutes of silence, and draw instead of turning on the cable. My excuse was that I was tired, I just wanted to relax for a while. But looking back, I have little to show for it. It's way harder to flip through a huge stack of loose drawings, half of which I've thrown away because they're just so big, so I never actually kept the failures, than it is to flip through a sketchbook. The sad part is, I couldn't tell you any of the details from those crappy TV shows I would watch, but I can look back over my earliest sketchbooks and see the physical progress I made. That's when I realized what should have been obvious all those years. At the end of the day, if you don't practice, you don't get better. If you're a runner, run. If you're a welder, you should weld. But if you're an artist, then you have to draw, draw, draw. So what is the entire point of telling you this story? To make a YouTube video. But in all reality, I started the new sketchbook as a way to make shorter form videos that I could fit between my longer form painting videos and get more YouTube content out of it. But what happened was I accidentally rediscovered my passion for drawing and a new understanding of the importance of keeping a sketchbook. Speaking of which, let's get back to drawing the fish. I cannot believe that I had forgotten such basic fundamentals about making art, like simply drawing for the sake of drawing. As I started on the first page of the new sketchbook, I was literally just interested in getting to the point where I could make a full sketchbook review video. So when I started to draw on the first page, I was aiming to make something powerful right out of the gate. When starting page 2, I decided just to draw a random robot just to see if I liked it, for fun, and ended up experimenting with a basic background layout. Feeling more relaxed on page 3, I decided to completely rework an old idea from the past with fantastic results. And I think I'm going to take that piece and turn it into something even bigger. So when I opened the sketchbook for the drawing that you're watching right now, I just decided to make whatever came to my mind, and that proceeded to unlock a fury of realizations. Sketchbooks are freedom. I can draw whatever I want to, and there is no grand master plan, no deadlines, no rules. If I want to draw a fish covered in stickers, then I can. Self-portraits? Sure. A monkey on a unicycle juggling coffee pots in a purple dress? Absolutely. The power of the sketchbook is its ability to unlock your imagination, to be the classroom where new techniques are learned and bizarre concepts are tested. Are some pages going to fail? Of course. But some pages are going to change everything. I primarily work with pen and ink on my sketchbooks, but that too can change. It can become watercolor, colored pencils, markers, literally any medium I feel like playing around with. The only limitation being the paper itself. I have only one unbreakable rule that I give myself when it comes to keeping sketchbooks. And that is, if it's in the sketchbook, it must stay in the sketchbook. No matter how bad a drawing is, I may learn something from it later. As nice as it would be to look back and only see perfect pages, I will learn as much, if not more, from what didn't work as from what did work. And that will make me grow as an artist. And I cannot believe that I had forgotten all of this. So am I going to continue sketchbook videos? For sure. But not for the initial YouTube reason that I first thought I would. Instead, I couldn't be more excited about the journey my creativity is about to undertake, and I can't wait to see the results. And I hope that you come with me. Thanks for checking out my video, friends. I will leave a link down below so you check out more of the sketchbook pages if you'd like. And of course, do that YouTube dance with me. Like, subscribe, and don't forget that magic bell notification that's going to let you know every time a new video is dropped. As always, thanks for hanging out with us today here at Stinky Robot, and we will see you guys next time.